the
but
people in your environment.
I mean, I've interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them did, procreate and date men with felonies. That's not uncommon. So
Okay,
especially in the Black community, if we're going to be honest, that's
well, yeah.
Well, I was going to say, so I don't know why you're pretending to not know what I'm talking about. You can gaslight. So now this is what started the whole fight. Now, does it seem like I'm doing this to insult her or attack her? All I want her to do is be intellectually honest and be like, look, because let's say she doesn't know in her personal life Black women that date criminals. Are we going to pretend we're not, like, you didn't see all these rappers with a billion baby mamas that Black women love? Really? I mean, I don't really follow the rap scene, but like, we're not going to talk about, what is it? Pooh Shiesty, King Von. And I'm not saying, I'm sure white women dip in there too. That would be very exciting for a white woman, but let's not pretend that's not more common in the Black community than the white. It just is. Good old Jazz. That's her whole MO. She does this on every show she's on. Pearl, what's wrong with the Blacks? And I just don't like dishonesty. You can gaslight these simps, but you can't gaslight me. Chica.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think you know anything about the Black community, but I will say.
Now look, half this panel thinks this is funny.
About the white community, it's a lot of white women that find men who kill other women attractive. Those are the women that were
true, but I won't gaslight you about it. I won't gaslight you. And so that's the thing. She says stuff about white women and white people. We can handle this. I say, they'll say, but Pearl, let's talk about white issues. We can. I talk about conservative Christians all the time that I would say are primarily white. All the time. But, I actually think I'm nicer to Black people because I'm honest. All these other white people will lie, but they're thinking the same thing. They see the crackheads on the street. I mean, and are there white crackheads? Yeah, but let's be real about the majority here. I would say that's true. That's true. There are white women that do that.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. Hey, hold on. I'm gonna say it again. Hold on, real quick, Pearl.
I can't hear you while I'm talking. I don't even know why she even brought up the Black community.
You can't say that.
Now, mind you, he's not offended here. He only gets offended when the women start nagging him. You're going to see he's not offended in the beginning. He's chill
until she lands. Like I want you to right now. We got strong personalities on the panel. Please let the person finish and then respond. You can't say the person interrupted you and while you talking over me while I'm talking, if you already interrupted the person. Let her finish. You the first person that can respond to her, Jazz. You the first person. Just let her land.
I did let her land.
No, you didn't let her land, Jazz.
Okay. It's fine. Let's start now.
Okay. Well, you asked me why I brought it up, the Black community, because you're Black, so you would know. Because like I don't. The whole panel's laughing. Look, I mean, it's a fair assumption. Look, I think that if people assumed I came from a rich white background or a wealthy, a middle upper class, they would be right. Is it fair to assume that Black people know Black people and that they see Black culture on TV and in the media? I mean, I think that's a fair assumption. I really do. It's like the same reason you brought up the white community, because I'm white. Yeah, and she did the same thing.
I have eyes, If you're done, first of all, that's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Now, mind you, these two start crashing out. And instead, this is how monsters are made. Because he could option A, check these two. But he won't. They won't. And it's no Ilkin, or I think that's how I say your name. And it's no disrespect for you, but I'm just getting tired of men doing this. Like, be a man. And I hate having to be a woman to say that. It's so out of order. But it's just, it's kind of like the dad that always rewards the bratty sisters. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. You just think, could you punish the one that did the wrong thing?
No, it's not.
I mean,
About-
Yes, it is.
No,
he was begging me to come on the show.
Hey, friends, we don't need ad libs. Jess can handle it. Let her handle it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, like I said,
again,
we
we're
were talking about,
offended. Next.
Go ahead, Jess. Let
Y'all
Jess
gonna
finish,
allow
please.
it?
Let's go ahead, Jess.
I will. Yeah, go ahead.
so like I said, we were speaking about relationships in general. Nobody said anything about black or white until you brought it up, and for what reason I don't know. It didn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, you're speaking on the nature of women and how we are all naturally attracted to men who are criminals, and then you made a point to say,
in particular, yeah.
Excuse me, no, that is not the case at all for black women. Now, if you're talking about people that are in poverty, people that live in certain situations and
60%. Now, again, it's going to completely derail the conversation because she's going to keep saying, why do you keep talking about black people? It's just like, it's again, this is tone policing. Black men have been arrested by the.
Can you stop cutting her off?
Hey, one sec. Hey, friends, one second. I got you.
She's cutting me off, Ali.
I got you, Jess. You don't have to ask. I got you.
Sorry.
You all right?
Crashing out. My bad.
Just make some notes, Pearl. Let her finish.
My
Go ahead, Jess.
bad. That's my fault.
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead, Jess. Uninterrupted.
It's just weird that you would even have to bring up a race of people to even have the conversation, which lets me know that you don't really have information on the conversation. You're just spewing points to try to get a rise out of people because that's all you know. As it pertains to why women choose the women they want or the kind of men that they date, there are so many different reasons for that. You can't equate a person that has a felony to them being a violent criminal. That's not always the case, because I agree there are some people that marry men and women that have felonies in their background. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are violent. And then to say that black women are the most prone to violent criminals.
Steal their viewers, guys. Get in their chat. Say, get Pearl back on.
Within our community, you don't know shit about our community, Pearl. And if we're going to talk about...
And she says, I don't know shit about the community. Well, maybe I don't know as much as you, but again, I lived in a pretty black area for like 2 years. I mean, I know something. You know, I've been in entertainment for 5. It's a good, I mean...
what's happening, if we're going to make it about a race thing, let's figure out what's going on in these white communities, in these white homes, when you all are raising all the mass shooters, y'all raising kids that are taking guns to shoot at other kids, y'all going into public spaces, and I'm sure you're going to talk about black on black crime or whatever, but we can debunk all of that because that's through proximity. The point is that you didn't have to make it about black or white. Keep it general, because it's very disrespectful for you to try to pigeonhole black women when you don't know any of us at all, to make that assumption that that's what we are prone to. None of these women on this stage, myself, Tyranny, or even Athena, are dating any man that is of a criminal or that are violent. So watch what you say up here. You got a really smart mouth, and if you're going to have the conversation, try to be respectful. And all this trying to get me to hurry up, I'm gonna take my motherfucking time.
Oh my God, can we get
Hey, there was the rules. She has the hey, friends. We don't need it. When she lands, Pearl will have all the chance to reply. Everybody going to be quiet. Go ahead. You done, Jess?
Yeah, I'm done. I don't understand why that was accepted. Like that was
wait. One second.
Okay.
We shouldn't accept what she said.
To say that you should know as a black woman because you all date criminals when
So
raised.
Jess, 1 second. So this is my opinion, Jess, and correct me if I'm wrong. She punched you in the face. You have the right to punch her back.
Imagine the ratio of vowels to consonants in this queen's name. Oh my God.
Right? Is that fair? If you felt that she punched you in the face, I have an opinion about this that I'm going to say later, right? But we are letting you defend yourself. We're not. You're going to have 2 chances to land your plane, and Pearl is going to have the chance to actually rebuttal what you said. Do you think that's fair? What do you want to do? Can we go on? I would want to make sure so everybody knows where we at.
We can move on. I think she
okay. Go ahead.
Now, mind you, this could be a weekly thing. How funny would it be to watch me do these type of debates once a week? Imagine this could be such a great show. You guys see the vision here? I give these YouTubers so much opportunity.
Pearl, and then we go back to the panel.
Okay, so you can tone police the simps and women that respond to shame, but you're not going to tone police me. So anyways, going back to the stats, the reason that I said that was two reasons. The first is that I interviewed 1,000 people. A good chunk of them were Black women. And I just noticed that they had a propensity more likely than other races to date criminals. It's not really an insult. As I could go into details about the types of men white women tend to date that are irresponsible. I've just noticed different trends in different communities. And it's kind of backed up by data because 60% of Black men have been arrested by the age of 25. So like if your dating pool is Black guys, 6 out of 10 are going to have been arrested. Why would I not think that it's more... Why would I not? Wouldn't that be a logical conclusion that she knows a Black guy that's been arrested? Yeah, they said your blood pressure would go to unhealthy levels. Or I don't know, once every other week. It seems low. Yeah, I know they're not even arresting the Black guys now. It's not to be rude, but I think it's more common in that community than it is other communities. In terms of mass shooters, I think you said white people are the majority of mass shooters. I would say that's true. And I wouldn't crash out on you for saying that. So again, if you want to get offended, that is a choice and that is your choice and you have the right to do that. So
I want to touch on this, and then I want CJ and Rick the ruler to pull up, and the rest of the panel. Okay, Tyranny, I see you too. So, coming from a world citizen, right? Because I live in Portugal right now. It's 2 a.m. and Pearl was in the UK for a while too. This is not a Black woman thing. If you go to Japan, all those women love the Yakuza until they get older. If you go to Brazil,
hey, who really cares what this guy has to say? Let me skip a little bit.
The picked Black woman in any.
Oh my God, he's just not entertaining. I need better from you. Okay.
If y'all like the conversation became racial, it was Pearl that actually did it. Okay.
No reason.
And we are trying to figure out. 1 second. We are trying to figure out if this is based.
Became racial. So what? And again, mind you, this is me with the prerequisite of thinking the topic is going to be Black fatigue. I came in prepared.
On stats or not. The fucking cousins and fucking dogs, you can statistically prove that shit. Okay?
All right,
so what we're going to do is, CJ, what is the percentage of Black men that are convicted of a crime?
I didn't look up the
convicted of a crime before.
Now they try to like push it like the white people are just out arresting Black people for no reason. White people were done with this,
At 18.
I didn't look up the convicted stat. I
just looked it up.
Black men are arrested by age 25. Not most, but 49% of them are. So
okay, but that's irrelevant because arrest records, like we need the convictions because you're not become a criminal because you were arrested. You become a criminal when you get convicted.
33% of Black people have felonies.
What's the percentage?
33%.
Approximately 33% of African American adult males have a felony record, which includes those who have been convicted of crimes. I'd have to dive in deeper to find like what age group, but her stats were correct about arrest. And that might be something that people use, like, again, inflammatory statements, obviously, for content purposes. But yeah, it is 33% of adult males. So
I really wanted to say something else. So women want to control the uncontrollable, but they're going to shit test you to see, are you really uncontrollable? This
poor guy had been waiting all night. This poor guy.
If they get that control over you, they'll say, this ain't the nigga I thought he was. He is controllable, right? So that's kind of why they like chaos. You
should have said that's why they like criminals, because even the law can't control them.
So once they get there, they're kind of miserable in the fact that they like the uncontrollable. So they don't like being on either side of the fence. They don't like the fact that they like the uncontrollable. but then they try to wrestle the controller from you to see if you're uncontrollable. It's a weird dynamic. And Pearl is not wrong. Most Black women are more attracted to, they have a higher propensity to be attracted to those men. I don't know why y'all gotta.
It says Spirit Airlines enters the chat. Yeah, I do. I fly Frontier, and I know what you're talking about. Here we go.
Offended and expect Black power. That's where this racist shit come from. Like I told y'all before, it's the Black women that want us get us into this racist shit.
Can you coon later?
Can I finish?
Can you coon later?
It's the Black women that want to.
Now, mind you, think about this. She just called. I don't even want to say it because I just feel like that's so disrespectful. These guys end up crashing out on me, and all I did was bring up a stat, and she called the Black guy what the double standards. This is bullshit.
Listen to this race shit.
This is how the monsters are created. Okay.
Let them land.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We control. Hey, Tyranny, don't unmute yourself if I mute you. Go ahead, CJ.
So yeah, I think they want to get us into a war that we can't win, so they can go and be with the white man, and that's a different topic. But sorry,
the Black women want to be in a war against. I'm gonna ask them about that later, so they can. Okay. White guys are not going to take Black women, and that's going to be. I'll get into that later, but white guys are the least. Black women are too fat. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, white guys are not going to do that. Maybe for like a one time if nobody knows. But I'm telling you, I used to be big. Like, I was like 40 pounds heavier. And white guys weren't really checking for me like that. And Black women were fat, probably at a higher body fat percentage, most of them, than I did. So it's like.
Tyranny, you have the chance to reply, and then I'll get the best of the people that haven't talked, especially Big Rick, right? What did CJ said that was wrong? It's a battle of ideas. 1 second, Tyranny. Remember, this is the battle of ideas. You have uninterrupted time to prove CJ that what he said is wrong. No name calling for now. Later we can do it. Let's prove CJ wrong. Why is he wrong that most Black women are attracted to this type of man?
Pearl, no, we're not.
That's not even what he said. He said they have a propensity. Like, they're more likely to be. Most probably are. Let's just keep it a buck. I mean, when I was in London, every other girl's ex was a rapper that was Black. Or they would call them roadmen. I'm like, what the fuck? Because they'll say it's just an American Black woman problem. I'm like, that is not true. I lived in London. It was the same there.
Attracted to them. Their men want us. That's why they really hate us. Because they can't.
There was another.
Wait. Hold on. Let me replay that.
sorry.
Tyranny, you have the chance to reply, and then I'll get the best of the people that haven't talked, especially Big Rick, right? What did CJ said that was wrong? It's a battle of ideas. 1 second, Tyranny. Remember, this is the battle of ideas. You have uninterrupted time to prove CJ that what he said is wrong. No name calling for now. Later we can do it. Let's prove CJ wrong. Why is he wrong that most Black women are attracted to this type of man?
Pearl, no, we're not attracted to them. Their men want us. That's why they really hate us. Because they can't.
There was another question.
Okay, so our men want Black women. And look at Black women, if you're watching the show, I'm just going to be real honest with you. No other white people are going to tell you this. 54% of Black women are obese. That's really bad. Black women are 7% of the population, 39% of the abortions. That's pretty bad. When it comes to herpes, about half of Black women literally have herpes. And that doesn't include gonorrhea, HIV. Like, that doesn't include. But I know white guys that think about this stuff. They don't bang Black women because they don't want to catch anything. Like, they might see a black girl that's a baddie, but they don't know. Like, obviously, if they're banging the criminals aren't responsible people. Like, do you think he's going to wrap it up when he doesn't care about the law? Like, yeah, like, I'm just being 75% of Black women are baby mamas. Now, white women do lose our men to other races. We do. And I could really talk about the fallbacks of white women. I really could. I could go into a lot of detail. But it's not to black. I mean, there's the occasional like Christian black girl that'll swoop in, you know, where she's like the Candace Owens of the world, you know. You see that happen, but that's just not like I'm in the field. Okay. I go out every day. I'm in city. Like I see this stuff. We lose our men. Asian women usually take the white men that the white women don't really want. So they'll take like the nerdier guy. Cause it's kind of like when a white girl dates a black guy, it's going to be more of like a Malcolm than a criminal. Cause like, that's very exciting. It's like, oh my God, you know, when the Asian girls go to white men, even if he's a nerd, that's going to be like, oh, this is so exciting. Like when you go to interracial, I don't think people need as, thug of people because it's already like exciting and like bad, you know, because the families, whatever. Okay. The other thing is we lose our guys to Latina women because they're a little bit more feminine. Like when I was growing up, I didn't know how to cook and clean. I do now, but when I was a kid, like when I was younger, hell no, because I was playing volleyball for 8 hours a day. Do you know what I mean? Like between like we're out like doing stuff, so we're not really like doing the domestic stuff. So the white women will lose their men to the Latinas, but black women, yeah, Vietnamese girls, yeah. Look, I am not saying we're like, you know, all sunshine and rainbow. I think we're the worst in divorce court. Like black women, they put their aggression up front. They're like, we'll fight you. White women are like, we're really nice, and then in divorce, we're like, hey, you know, it's like that's what we do. Especially the Christian women, obviously, like, because the Christian women that are white, they have to call the men abusive because they can't lose their reputation, right? They're like, oh, I'm a godly woman. They're like, well, then you can't get a divorce. And then they're like, well, he was abusive. And then the white men just eat that up. Black men know that these women are lying about abuse. White men, they haven't really caught up yet. They still believe women. But black men, a lot of times they were beat by their moms or something. So they're like, I don't just believe these women. But white men, their wives were like at work and like, you know, the kids are in daycare. So they don't even really know their wives that well. So anyways, I'm going to keep going.
There was another question.
You're wrong.
There was another question. No,
Caucasian
Tyranny, you have to be one sec. I talk again. Tyranny, one second. One second, Tyranny.
Half of black women have herpes. Like,
hey, one second.
And this is what set them off. Now, the reason I said that is because she said that, and this is maybe I misunderstood it, but she said that black women are taking the white men. And I'm like, that's just not true. And it's because of the stats. It's because of the high abortion rate, even bigger the obesity. I think men, if a girl's hot enough, they'll risk herpes, but they're not gonna do a fat chick. They are not gonna do a fat chick. They are just not gonna. They might risk gonorrhea, but they are not gonna do a fat woman. They just are not gonna do it. So, like, and when 80% of black women, I think it's 80% are overweight. Like, do you know what's crazy? Like Candace Owens, because if a white guy's into black women, not many are, but there is the occasional. All she did was have like no tattoos, no incurable STDs, I think, and not be fat. And she got married into $150 million. Like, do you guys know black women have such an opportunity with, like, there aren't many white men that are into that before the ones that are, you know, it's kind of like, and the black men have understood this. They're like, I can get these blonde snow bunnies if I'm just good at football. I'm going to go be really good at football. Let me go to that white, like that college campus, you know. But black women, like if they want the white guys, they got to start, you know, losing the weight, but they're just not.